Hello, my name is Jacob Schrift in English 210 D002, Winter 2023, under Professor Helen Driver for the PowerPoint presentation on critical lenses and Goodbye the Yellow Brick Road. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road was a song released by Elton John in 1973, contained within the album of the same name. The Yellow Brick Road the song gets its namesake from is a reference to the story of The Wizard of Oz, in which the main character of that story, Dorothy, is directed to follow a yellow brick road to reach her destination. At various points, the song references no longer wishing to follow the path laid out before the narrator. This is best seen in the lines, "You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you," in the first verse, as well as "So goodbye the yellow brick road," and "Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road," from the chorus. The song's singer Elton John is currently seen as a major icon within the LGBTQ community. When the song was originally written and performed, he was seen as flamboyant, but such style was in keeping with his contemporaries in popular music of the era. The 1970s were a time of rapid change, but still persistent social stigmas about identity, and as such, Elton John likely had to grapple with how he felt, thus greatly informing his art. Lines like, "I'm not a present for your friends to open, this boy is too young to be singing the blues," from the first verse can be seen as the narrator grappling with his identity, as they feel objectified. By being held to a certain expectation others placed on the narrator, they feel dehumanized, and this feeling leads them to being sad, which the narrator claims to be too young to have anything they should feel sad about. This can be seen as the narrator resenting the expected normal of society at the time, as they feel their true self being stripped away by others. The song grapples with the class struggles of the working man. In the first verse, the narrator exclaims, "I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man." The farm is generally associated with the lower working class, and as such demonstrates the narrator's regret being used by the bourgeoisie. In the chorus, the narrator then further details that, "So goodbye the yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl." This associates the yellow brick road with the upper class's desire, and then describes the struggles that they make the proletariat suffer through. The dogs of society simply left to lament over their situation. In the second verse, the narrator clarifies that maybe you'll get replacement. There's plenty of need to be found, mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you on the ground, showing just how dire he sees the situation. The mongrels are calling back to the dogs that were previously referenced, and they are the ones that the narrator identifies with, as he thinks there are plenty to replace him. The mongrels themselves are shown to have no money and are forced to compete as they scavenge from the leftovers of their masters. Not wishing to have any more part in this game, the narrator expresses his desire to return to a simple life within the lines, "I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting the horny back toad," all evoking images of a quiet life in the country while doing honest work. According to an excerpt on azlyrics.com, this song is more about Bernie Taupin than Elton John, because he often preferred to keep the life low-key compared to his more famous partner's high life. The yellow brick road is the path to urban values, to wealth and societal acceptability. At several points in the song, the narrator expresses no longer wishing to remain in the spotlight. As stated prior, the song is about the narrator turning their back on the direction they are given. In this case, Elton John and Bernie Taupin are expressing their exhaustion with their lives in the spotlight. Lines like, "I'm not a present for your friends to open," and "You can't plant me in your penthouse," decry their treatment as commodities to their producers. Meanwhile, the entire chorus is dedicated to their mantra of leaving all the fame behind and returning to their own path. Though any lens can provide a meaningful interpretation to the song, historicism is the most ideal for understanding the message. Death of the author should always be valid and accepted, but in this case, by understanding the context of the creation of this song, we can understand the intent that informed each line. The song strongly plays to class and societal themes and expectations, but these are utilized as avenues to express the narrator's plight. By exclusively looking through Marxist and cultural lenses, we can lose perspectives provided by other complementary aspects.